All right, guys, it is Thursday morning. We are in Santa Ana, California, just south of LA. We delivered my E23 last night, got that deal sorted out and finished. Pretty bummed out in a way. Really already missed that car. But on to new things. We're getting things sorted out for flying to Seattle Saturday morning and getting things prepped for getting to the new car in Seattle and prepping that car for a 3,100 mile drive home. So right now we are headed over to Rotiform. Jason and Brian are friends of mine over there, and we haven't had a chance to see the facility yet. So Jason's there. We're gonna swing over and kind of get a quick tour of what they're all about over there. So we'll bring you guys along there. And then we're kind of wide open. We've got a few ideas of some stuff to do. We've got a few more errands to run while we're here. And yeah, we'll see you guys over at Rotiform.
American Racing Wheels Foundry.
Oh, okay.
That's one of ours. These are kind of popular now.
So is this a Rotiform wheel?
Yeah.
Yep.
Truck wheel.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Trusty old girl.
Yeah.
But, you know, if it's in the budget, I'd love to do like a custom wheel.
Oh, this one turns out.
You gotta be fast. I mean, I'm sure.
No, they're 220 by hand.
Yeah.
It's kind of a trade-off, right? You're trying to not have the thing spend hours in the mill to get a perfect finish.
Exactly.
But you don't want it so rough that your guys have to spend hours prepping.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy.
It is 11:15 Thursday night. We are in Burbank, California, and we're at Bob's Big Boy. You know the spot. We're about to eat a lot of food at a really sweet spot. We're with my buddy Alex now. Alex was the team manager for one of my first pro sponsors with BMX in like 07 to 08, something like that. Haven't seen him in like 12 years. He knew we were coming out. He's like, you got to meet up. We'll hit the town. We'll eat food. We're with my buddy Pete as well, Pete Fox. He's from my hometown of Meredith, New Hampshire, which is awesome. He lives out here in LA now, so we don't get to see each other as often. And so we're all getting together and gonna eat some food.
We've been friends since before we had driver's licenses.
Yeah, we rode BMX together as well way back in the day. And yeah, probably 14, 15 years old, probably. Yeah. Something like that. So it's been a long time. Pete's in the cars too, though. We'll get some shots of his Mark II. He's got a really cool Mark II coupe on Enki 92s. Yeah, Enki 92s. But first, burgers. What's about?
Now we're gonna watch this vlog.
Better at it. Yeah.
this to the ocean. Like you can take this ridge either all the way all the way east, all the way to like Hollywood sign if you want to, and just literally ridge back it down Mulholland.
Yeah.
Or you can take this all the way to the waters, practically the water's edge where you're overlooking the ocean. It's like just miles and miles of hiking up here. Clear day. I'm stoked for you guys. It's a hot, dusty day. You might be able to from there, honestly.
I just changed into the black shirt so I could get some shots of the new shirts, and yeah, it's got to be 100.
Easy. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, it's 100.
100 plus.
Rapid camo.
It's pretty crazy. If you know, this is where the Manson murders took place. Cielo Drive. Pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, you could do that. I got some foreground.
We're here at Cielo Drive in Los Angeles, and this is where the Manson murders took place in 1969. I'm definitely a history nerd, so it's pretty crazy to be standing here. Not because of the recent Quentin Tarantino film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's pretty cool too, but to be here is just such a crazy, dark, eerie stain on Los Angeles history, and it's really kind of crazy to be standing here at the moment to know what took place. So crazy. So yeah, I gotta recap the day real quick. We
Use your back. Stabilize your core. Don't
okay,
drop my baby.
roll.
Come here.
She's so heavy.
She's so awkward, dude.
She loves it though.
Get in
Oh
the
my
fucking character,
She's
dude.
loving it.
Get in the character.
I can't keep my composure. She's so heavy.
You want me to hold it? Want it's hot potato?
Hold on. You could girl her, please. I know. So we're in Los Angeles. We're at my buddy Alex's house.
She's doing great. She's doing great.
And oh, I can't. She's so heavy.
You want me to take her?
I got my baby. Oh, mama. What do you feed her?
Dude, everything. She gets everything.
She weighs like 200 pounds.
Probably. At least 200 pounds.
Oh my gosh, I'm crying. That dog weighs as much as like a 50-gallon drum of
Yeah,
oil.
She fucking just eats gravy all day. That's what she does. She just sleeps and eats gravy and
The second I picked her up, I couldn't stop laughing.
dude.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I was saying it'd be much better to do a lap shot. Lap shot she's really good at. She'll just sit
Yeah.
there. I think you should try it out.
So we are, this is the last leg of the E23 trip to LA. So we have made it to Los Angeles in the E23. We have had the TGC meet at the Motoring Club in Marina del Rey. We went down and hung out in Huntington Beach for a while. We hit Long Beach. Corey had never been down there before, first time to California. We met up with my good friend Alex, who I hadn't seen in 12 some odd years.
Yeah.
It's about midnight right now, Friday night. Tomorrow morning, we fly to Seattle, Washington to collect my new car. From Seattle, we're headed east. We're going to do TGC meets in Billings, Montana, Omaha, Nebraska, Chicago, Illinois, Buffalo, New York. Possibly a trip ender back home if we're home by that Friday, the 20th of September. So we might do something like that. But thank you for watching. We are here in LA. The E23 is officially sold. It's been bittersweet. It's been an amazing journey with that car. Really sad to see it go, but super, super excited about what's next. Pretty packed. Oh my gosh. Crazy deal. All right. It is about 4:30 in the morning, Saturday morning. We made a 3:45 a.m. departure from my buddy Alex's. Got down to LAX, got the rental car sorted out, and now we're on the bus heading to the terminals now. We are meeting up with my friend Mike Cashman in Seattle. We have a non-stop flight out of LAX to Seattle. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a rental car when we land and just have that for a couple days so we don't have to rely on the guy that I'm buying the car off of to come pick us up and possibly have to get us around if we need to run to get parts for the car or anything like that. So we are legitimately running on an hour and a half worth of sleep, and I need to be editing video on the plane, but we'll probably be sleeping. You didn't see that, but he was using the escalator as a slide. And my tote's pretty heavy, so thanks for carrying that.
No problem.
We just made it to Seattle. We're early. It's like 9:30. We were supposed to arrive around 10. Mike flies in at about 10:10 if he's on time. So we're gonna get the baggage claim and figure out what terminal he's arriving at. Get some coffee, get some food, get a rental car, and then get over to see the car. So we are excited. So we just got to the rental car facility. It's just fitting that we get a Toyota Tacoma while we're in Seattle, Washington. This seems pretty fitting. The last time I was here in Seattle was 16 years ago, and it was in a 95 Toyota Tacoma. I didn't think about that.
Perfect.
It was a 4-cylinder Tacoma, and we had driven it from New Hampshire, and we drove it back to New Hampshire. So we're not driving this one back to New Hampshire, though. We're driving something older and way rarer.
Heck yeah.
What is up, man? Good to see you. How's it going? Good to see you. What is up?
What's going on, man?
This is the No Sleep Club.
Strap in. You're about to go for a ride.
Yeah, you're not even ready because the trip out wasn't like a normal trip out.
Yeah.
And the trip back is not going to be a normal trip back either.
Can we do it in that?
Yeah, I wish we could. Plot twist, that's what I bought. Where are we right now?
Starbucks.
Mike doesn't drink coffee, and I don't like Starbucks, but they have this pumpkin cream cold brew that is phenomenal, and I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that that's a white girl thing.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Hey, we're sorry, Dunkins, but yeah, we're sorry.
Set up in Seattle and
We searched for Dunkins, couldn't find one. Starbucks owns Seattle. A place called Tommy's Cafe, south of Seattle. Nate, the guy I'm buying the car off of, I almost said what it was. Oh my gosh. The guy I'm buying the car off of recommended this place, so we're gonna get some breakfast and then head over to his place and get a look at the car. Can't wait, cannot wait to see this thing in person. I've never seen one in person before, and there's already lots of goodies here. It's been a long time since I've been to Seattle. All these vehicles that have rotted out in the Northeast are still surviving out here. We're about a mile out from Nate's house where the car is, and I'm super excited. As I've mentioned a few times already, I haven't seen, nor have the three of us, seen one of these cars in person before, and I am pretty excited. I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety because we have some work to do to the car to get it ready for the drive back home to New Hampshire, which is just over 3,100 miles or something like that. But I'm super excited. I've wanted one of these cars for a long time. I've searched on and off for probably 10 years for one of these cars. They're super rare, they're super hard to find, and we are about a mile away from this place. So I see it from here, dude, up here on the left.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
Can't miss it.
Oh my goodness, I see it. Dude, we're driving that thing 3,000 miles home to New Hampshire. Oh my gosh. Dude, look at that
Dude,
thing.
oh my
Gosh. That thing is crazy. Crazy. So crazy.
Headlights and taillights from them are like over.
Yeah, so the E9 that I just sold my wife's grandma's car, she had since '94.
It's from 22.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
I didn't think that thing was worth that much money.
Like literally not even,
Like, go.
not even sleeping. And the plan was, and I don't think we're too burnt on this thing.
He's bringing the Model 8 too.
It's built full size.
Yeah.
Like 1500s and stuff. They put 22 something cost.
Yeah, I didn't know that they still make them. But I had.
Sons make them.
You remember the Hot Wheels Grand Wheels? The 5-spoke ones?
Yeah.
I had a set of those on an S14 a long time ago. They look great. There's a lot of those. I might drive it across the country to sell some heads.
Oh my gosh.
Model 8 left.
This thing is amazing. So we are here at Nate's first look at the Century. Well represented. Looks basically the way I expected it to from the photos and videos that he sent me. We got it running right now. Engine sounds pretty smooth. Belts are a little worn. I have belts with us. We're gonna do tires while we're here. Those are a little dry rotted. Power steering feels like it works well. We're going through the HVAC stuff now. That works. Heat works. Heater core works. Everything's in Japanese, but it's pretty easily, you can kind of figure out what does what. It's missing the media center here. I've been on Yahoo Auction Japan for a while now trying to find one of those, which is pretty difficult. We're at the tire shop in Seattle where we're getting tires put on the Century. And there's a really sweet quad cap square body laid on its nuts here. And all the linkage in the back is all in pink. And there's a sticker on the back window that says, what does it say? I'm a girl. Yes, this is my truck. So basically, I'm not going home. I'll find out who this is. I'm gonna marry her. We're here at Les Schwab tire shop here in Seattle, and they were able to squeeze the Century in this afternoon to get 4 new tires mounted and balanced on it before we hit the road. The factory tires were pretty dry rotted. They had great tread on them, but they were showing their age with some dry cracking in between the tread. So since this car is super heavy and we got like 3,200 miles to traverse across the country, good idea to put some new tires on it. So really appreciate these guys squeezing it in and getting some tires on it. We're having a TGC meet here in Seattle tonight, and it's kind of been a last second thing. I didn't think we were gonna have enough time to do one while we were in town because we were gonna be prepping the car for the drive, but everything's looking pretty sorted on this car. So we've gotten in touch with a lot of local friends here in Seattle. This is a 1991 VG45 long wheelbase Toyota Century. They basically made this body style, the first generation Century, from 1967 to 1997. So they all look pretty much similar, except for some interior drivetrain and lights. They kind of changed some of that stuff. But for the most part, it looks like a late 60s Toyota Century. They're super rare in the long wheelbase variants, even in Japan, and I've kind of searched for about 10 years or so for one. I found a couple, but they were way out of my price range. This one popped up just after I had sold my 7 Series, and I ended up jumping on it. I'd already had the 7 Series trip to California already planned out, so I thought, well, why not just fly home to New Hampshire when we can fly up to Seattle and drive another car all the way across the country. I cannot wait to put this thing on the floor, get some wheels that I have in mind built for it, and lots of little tinkering. But we are about to hit the road over 3,100 miles all the way home, so we shall see how it goes, and you guys are coming with us if you want to or not. So
Strap in.
strap in, here we go. We are at Dick's Hamburgers, and word on the street is this place is better than In-N-Out. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. That's a tall order. It's a pretty rad sign though. Awesome, and I appreciate that. Yeah. So that was a fun little car. Yeah. Yes, that was a bummer, but. What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm John. Dustin, nice to meet you, man. Thanks for coming out. Yeah. I don't know if you guys want to sponsor or what? Oh, yeah, right here. That's not oil coming out of the front of that. Yeah. Oh, just now?
Yeah, just now. Bro, tell me that at least a week, at least 10 days.
We heard the strawberry shakes are unbelievable here, so
I'll just send these
bottoms
to
up.
you and Andrew. I didn't send them either, but I didn't really think about it. I was kind of just fucking around. What, so, okay, so are you trying or not? You're like, and I'm
That's
not.
pretty good. To be fair, though, I haven't had a strawberry shake from In-N-Out yet, so I haven't dived into the burgers and fries. I have a feeling like the fries are better than In-N-Out, though, but don't tell them I said that. Good. PayPal. Some people will pay with Cash App or Venmo or something like that, but yeah, like every. Yeah. Did you guys want one each? Yeah, we'll do. Yeah. Perfect. Do you want to? PayPal's fine. Venmo.
What's what I mean?
All right, guys, that is going to do it for episode 6 of the TGC America Tour. We have collected the Toyota Century, kind of been through it a little bit, had a little bit of time to drive it, gotten new tires put on it. Huge thanks to everybody who came out to the Seattle TGC meet last night. Everybody was raving that Dick's Burgers was better than In-N-Out. I'd say the fries were. You want to go there? Yeah, we'll say the fries were. I don't know. It was good, but it ain't no In-N-Out. But The fries were good. That strawberry milkshake came highly recommended, and that came through. That was really good. I haven't had one of those at In-N-Out before. But episode 6 is done. We are hitting the road to Spokane, Washington tonight. We're going to try to get that 4-hour haul done and under our belts so we can get the Billings sooner tomorrow, because we have a TGC meet in Billings, Montana tomorrow night from 7 to 9. So that's a 12-hour haul from here, and I don't really want to do a 12-hour haul all in one go in that Century. It's feeling pretty good on the highway. We put maybe a 10-minute drive down the highway at highway speeds in that yesterday. Smooth as glass, feels amazing, but just going to pace ourselves into the long hauls that have yet to come on this trip. So thank you guys for checking it out. Thank you to everybody in Seattle that came out to the meet last night and picked up some key rings or t-shirts. Episode 7 is going to be us hauling to Billings, Montana. So we will see you guys next time.